So we're gonna start this shit. I've never seen this episode before. In fact, there's just too many episodes. We're watching the fucking MAURY Show, because why the fuck not? Um, laugh out loud, just like the old episodes. We're on nosy.com, so without any further ado, let's begin this travesty.
These three teens were brought to our show by their mothers because they're having sex in public.
I had sex at school, park, I don't care.
They're getting into fights.
You got a problem with it? Step up and watch what happens.
And they're doing drugs.
One time I found weed in a backpack. She said, I'm not smoking it, I'm selling it.
Shayna's
What
out
a
of
whore.
control, and she's only 14 years old.
I do not know what to do. She'll go up to grown men, her bikini on her body half.
By the way, I'm playing RuneScape on the side, on my laptop.
That you've had sex
on the
with
side.
one person. The lie detector determines.
How many more men you gonna have sex with?
How many did you have sex with when you was young?
Imagine if your 15-year-old daughter was playing games with her friends like this. Who could use the most condoms in a week?
Who can use the most condoms in a week? What the fuck?
Her 14-year-old recently turned her attention to girls. You're now experimenting with all kinds of sex.
Yeah.
Will the teens stop having
Shit is
unprotected
stupid.
sex when they see this? A single mother at just 17 years old.
I don't want to be no single mom. Oh.
And a 16-year-old boy who never told his family
Hey, look at
that
me.
he might be the father.
That's me right
I don't know
there.
how to handle the situation.
No, okay.
Will this teen
Okay,
find
okay,
their
that's not
father
me.
today? KJ?
Fuck.
These teens are going to find out what their future holds if they don't decide to change. Can these young girls handle just one day in jail?
Jail's not that bad. Come on,
Their
pussy.
mothers desperately
Pussy.
need our help. Wild teens confronted. Everyone, this is Ronda. Welcome Ronda to the show. Now,
Woo! Let's go.
Ronda has a 14-year-old daughter named Shayna. This is what
Look at her. Oh, damn. She's kind of cute, though. Hey, what's up? Oh, she's 14. Never mind. I did not say that. I did not say that. I looked at the bottom and read that she's 14. Damn, these kids are like fucking young these days. Ugh.
Physically tried to get in her daughter's way, and Shayna, the 14-year-old, sliced her mother's hand with a knife. Here's Ronda's story.
My 14-year-old daughter, Shayna, is so out of control.
So I think I'm going to be doing this shit like episode by episode. Like,
One day my daughter,
you know, they're going to be 30 to 40 minutes long per episode. It's episode number 1.
She treats me like an animal, and it's so violent, and it scares me.
I don't take nobody. And if they got a problem with it, we could fight. I've been in over 60 fights. And if any
60 fights?
I'm
Damn.
gonna beat that because they don't run me.
Shayna told me that she had sex with one person, but I believe it's more.
I have sex wherever I want, when I want, and however I want to do it. You got a problem with it? Step up.
Fuck
and
you,
watch what
bitch. Yeah.
Shayna is obsessed with trying to hide razors in her mouth.
happens. She's a big old crybaby. I do whatever I have to do to protect myself because she's not always there with me.
I'm terrified because Shayna might end up pregnant in jail. They might find her on the side of the road dead. And I can't take that.
So, let me
Hell
set
no.
this up, Ronda. Shayna wants to go out. You say no. She says, I'm going out. What happens?
She starts cussing and calling me bitches and things like that.
She put her hands on you?
One time I was trying to go out and she wanted me to give her a cell phone that was mine, and I refused to give it to her, so she grabbed me and she pulled my clothes up over my shoulders and she threw me across the room. And
Hell no.
I was falling across the room. I was trying not to fall into a glass table, and she didn't even care. And she got on top of me, and then a bunch of people ran in, and she was talking about I was abusing her and stuff.
And you got your hand sliced once?
Yes, one time she had gotten smacked by someone, and she came in and she just cut my hand, and
with a knife?
It made me feel really bad. Yeah, I didn't want her to go out there and cut no one because it could cause her a lot of problems.
And she used to hide razor blades in her mouth?
In her mouth, yeah. She wants to see everybody get cut. She wants to cut everybody, even her own brother.
How about the sex?
She said she had sex with one person.
But you want to know.
Yes, sir.
You want to know the real reason.
Yes, sir.
You want to know the answers about the sex.
Yes, sir.
And we gave her a lie detector test. Just like out all the time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, it's time to meet LaShayna. Here's LaShayna. LaShayna, come on in.
Yeah. Get away. Look at this bitch.
Why don't you listen to your mother?
Man, I do listen to her. There's certain things that I don't agree with that she's saying.
What do you mean that you don't? What she's trying to do is protect you. Don't you understand that?
So what? So what?
All you get.
Shut up. So what? It don't matter, dog.
Why doesn't it matter? Why doesn't it matter?
Does matter.
You don't have
to act like that. See you dead. I came all the way on TV to show how much I love you.
Whatever, dog.
And you treat me like this and talk to me like that.
Okay, mama. Tell them this. Feed it
No, I'm telling you. I'm on TV. I'm telling you how much I love you.
Hey, LaShayna, let me ask you this. What would you rather do? Would you rather fight or have sex?
I do both. It's my life.
It's your life. Guess
How
what?
would you say something like that? How do you feel? That's disrespecting yourself.
LaShayna, at 14 years old, LaShayna, it's not your life. It's your mother's life. It's those people around you.
No, it's not. It's my life. No, it's my life. What are you talking
And that's
about?
what bothers me is she really believes it's her life, and it's not her life because she'll go up to any man. She don't care who it is. She'll threaten them, grown men, and she'll say whatever she want to say
They
to
need
them.
to shut up talking to me. If he don't know me, he ain't got no business telling me nothing.
Shayna don't understand. She be walking around with her bikini on and her body halfway.
I want to do.
But she'll walk around like that.
Ain't none of y'all out here talking.
She be walking around like that, but she be acting like they shouldn't look. But of course they gonna look.
But you buy it.
I buy it because I thought you was gonna look nice in it, Shayna.
Then don't buy it if you think I don't look right in it.
But
Don't
you're
buy
supposed
it.
to wear all the parts, not just the
Mama,
two.
okay, it's a bikini. What you expect?
It's supposed to be a
It's a
topic,
bag.
Shayna.
No, it's not.
You have friends?
I'm dolo.
Huh?
I'm dolo.
What does that mean?
I don't ride with nobody. I stay by myself.
So you don't have friends?
I have
So she's
somebody,
solo.
I don't really socialize with people.
Why?
Because I don't.
Why?
Because I got a fly mouth and I know it.
Maybe you don't socialize with them because they don't
She
want
want
to
to
be
hang with
you.
people that sell drugs because they got money, ganging and all of that.
Shut up. I ain't lying back.
How do you end up slicing your mother's hand?
She shouldn't have grabbed it. She grabbed the knife. I didn't cut her. She grabbed
But
it.
then when I had blood all
Because
over
she didn't
me,
want you to do
didn't
any
even want
harm
stop.
to other
Why would I want
people.
blood on my clothes?
Because I was trying to keep you from giving up your whole life.
Well, that was your fault. You shouldn't have grabbed me.
Then after I had blood all over me, she was running all outside from the police and blood was all on me. She was ducking all in front of cars.
That's not funny.
It was funny at the
It wasn't
then
funny
when
when
the
your mother
police-
gets her hand sliced.
Then when the police came and handcuffed her and threw her on the ground, they felt like they started telling people in the neighborhood they couldn't wait till she did something else because she had
What
an
else?
obnoxious
Hey,
mouth.
LaShayna,
I'm trying to save you.
You think it's
I
cool?
love you.
Hey. LaShayna, you think it's cool having sex in an abandoned apartment building? You think that's cool?
I was hiding that.
You were high. So you blame that on that. Well, guess what? You talk about you don't know me and I can do anything I want.
Then you lied.
You can always say no to getting high.
You said you didn't
You know
get
that,
high.
LaShayna? You could say no to getting high.
Or you can just smoke the
If
weed.
you say nobody
Fuck
can
it.
tell you what to do, you can say no to getting high. Why don't you say no to getting high?
And having
Because
sex.
you be stupid to say no. Hello, getting high is the shit.
Your
When you
mother
give your
says-
body to somebody else, that's
LaShayna,
not
your
right.
mother says she thinks that you've had sex with one person. Do you want to tell her anything more right now?
I'm high right now. Shit.
And I already told her. I already told her about the dudes I had sex
How
with,
many?
so it don't matter.
How many?
It was 3 of them.
3.
Ew. Gross.
Here's a lot of. You were asked if when you sneak out in the middle of the night, are you going to meet up with guys to have sex with? You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie. You were asked how many boys you've had sex intercourse with. You admitted to 2. You told your mother 3. The lie detector test determined you've had sex with more than 4 boys. You were asked if you ever had a
What the
pregnancy
fuck?
scare. You said no. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That's messed up.
That
And
means-
my love don't mean nothing to you then. So what do you suggest that I do to help you?
up against me.
So do you got anything that you got any diseases right
Did
now?
anybody know? I don't.
How do you know?
I already know, Mama. We been to the doctor.
How do you know? I
I
ain't never tested you for that.
Okay, but you got 4 different baby daddies. Does anybody anything
That's
about
all right.
that?
No.
Does anybody tell you anything about that?
Damn.
Get out my face.
Damn. She said you have 4 different baby daddies.
How you gonna put that on me?
So how many more men you gonna have sex
How many
with?
How many did you have sex with when you was young?
Damn.
Guess what? I done lived this far. This far to live. Are you gonna be here this many years?
Shayna.
Are you gonna be here this many years? I'm here. I'm 47. You're 14. You gonna make it here? Hey, guess what? This is the bottom line. I'm here today to tell you to save yourself. And God saves me. And he can save you, but if you don't choose it.
We'll be back right after this.
Let them know.
Imagine if your 15-year-old daughter was playing games with her friends like this. Who could use the most condoms in a week?
Who can use the most condoms in a week?
This is my rub.
Ew.
Will the teens stop having unprotected sex when they see this? A single mother at just 17 years old.
I don't want to be no single mom.
And a 16-year-old boy who never told his family that he might be the father.
I didn't know how to handle the situation.
Will this teen find her baby's father today? KJ? Their mothers
This is stupid.
need our help. Wild teens confronted. Everyone, this is Shannon. Welcome Shannon to the show. Now we all know that kids like to play games. But imagine if your 15-year-old daughter's idea of a fun game was competing with her friend to see who could use the most condoms in a week.
Ew, that's ratchet. That's so trashy.
What Shannon has to deal with. Her
I'm still playing
15-year-old
RuneScape,
daughter,
guys.
Tiana, is sexually out of control.
Ew.
You see, Tiana lost her virginity at the age of 12.
What a slut.
Did it at
Ew.
the public park.
In the park? Come on.
In the school playground.
The school
This is
playground.
what Shannon has to deal with.
Ew.
15 years old. This is my rub, my life. I'll live it however I want to live it. I get in trouble every day, and I'm tired of my mom getting in my face about it. I've been in over 35.
My 15-year-old daughter is destroying her life, and I don't know what to do anymore.
I had sex in some crazy places. School, park, I don't care. I even had sex with 2 guys at the same time. But I'm more into the one-on-one thing.
Tiana's already had 2 pregnancy scares, and I'm scared she's gonna have another one.
Pregnancy scared? I wasn't scared. I would have loved to have a baby then.
Ew,
She
this
smokes cigarettes,
bitch.
She drinks and smokes weed.
What a
I've seen
whore.
her high over 100 times.
I only
Damn.
smoke weed 1 time a day. I go into my own little world and ignore my mom, and that's the best part.
I'm so scared for my daughter's life. My biggest fear is that she's gonna wind up dead someday.
Come
How
on.
did it get like this?
You're not being a parent, you're not being a mom.
Little girl, and just all of a sudden.
That's how it got like that.
How do you find out that she has sex in public places?
Friends had there was rumors going around. She had told one friend that didn't think would say anything, and it got around and got to me, and that's how I found out.
Guess who Tiana's new best friend is? Right over there.
Damn.
So Tiana goes out and has sex in the park. In the park. All kinds of people around. Right? And then they started, she and a friend started laughing about something. What were they laughing about?
They were laughing about the condoms, who can use the most condoms in a week. And
Ew.
it's just
Well, how many guys has she been with?
I know of 3 or 4. I don't know if there's more, but I just know there is.
What? What? Why did you tell her to stop? How dare you tell her to stop?
What you mean? That's her.
She's crying because she loves her daughter. You understand?
Okay, but that's her.
Stop talking like that. I thought you cared about yourself.
Sit down and
Stop that. No. Stop that.
Sit down, dog. You
Stop that with that. I don't want to hear none of that. Stop that.
No. You sit down.
She don't cry.
Shit. If I talked that way to my mom growing up, I would have got my ass beat.
Standing over you, you guys are laying in a casket.
Okay, Ron. Shannon, when your daughter was 12, she had sex.
Yeah.
12.
I told her, I was like, it's not a cute thing, you out there having sex at 12 years old. You want to have sex with somebody when you're older that you can, you know, love somebody. It's a special thing.
What did you do on Halloween?
She had told me on Halloween, she came up to me when we were at the store and said, guess what, Mom? And I said, what? She was like, I had sex with this 19-year-old that
19-year-old. I can't wait to meet her. And Shayna, of course, out here on the set. Here's Tiana. Tiana, come on out. Here she is.
What a bitch.
Okay.
Say hell
Are
no.
you an exhibitionist? You know what an exhibitionist is? No. The exhibitionist is like, they like to go around in public places and demonstrate what they're about. So you like to go around in public places and have sex. Is that right?
So what?
You think that's cool? That's
So,
cool.
it's my life. I can live what I want to live.
it's your life.
Obviously, clearly.
Tiana.
Obviously, clearly,
Tiana.
you guys just need to shut
Okay,
up.
wait a second. I gotta talk to you about it. We're in the middle of the night.
Either I go kick it with my friends and drink or smoke, or I go meet with some boys.
Yeah. You can block out your world. Do you think you can block out your frustrations by going and get high? You think that?
That's how I do it.
You know what
I get
is?
high
That's
too.
popping
Shit,
out of
fuck.
life. You understand? You
I'm
think
high right
it's
now. Blocks out my problem. I got rent to pay.
That means that you don't want to deal with life. You want to put life in its world, and you in your own little world. Guess what? That's not the way it is. Tiana, I really don't think you want to be where you are. I don't think you want to be there. You want to be, Shayna? No,
we just want to be able to do what we want to do.
Let him talk. This is his show.
Exactly. Thank you very much.
I mean, but
Now,
still. It's still, I want to live how I want to live. If I want to live my life, then I should be able to live it.
but guess what? Guess what? You can't be that selfish. You have no right to be that selfish. You have a family. They care about you, and you should care that they care.
Yeah, but still, I feel like if I want to do that, I can do that because that's how I take away. That's how I take away my stress. Well, boo you guys too.
You ever put your hands on your mother?
I slapped her
You slapped your mother. Why would you do that?
because she didn't think I was gonna do it, so I did it.
What were you doing? What were you doing that your mother got mad at you? What were
I
you doing?
asked her for a cigarette and she wouldn't give it to me.
Oh, she wouldn't give you a cigarette.
Well, you're dumb. You're like, how old are you, bitch? What a whore. What a hoe.
We'll be right back after this. Oh, these are a couple of beauties today. We'll be back with a third one after this. Her 14-year-old recently turned her attention.
What is this, Avril Lavigne?
You're now experimenting with all kinds of sex.
Yeah.
Will the teen stop having unprotected sex when they see this? A single mother at just 17 years
By the
old.
way, guys, I should have mentioned this earlier, but I'm like pretty sick. I'm like the flu, so that's why I'm like sniffling a lot.
Might be the father.
I didn't know how to handle the situation.
Will this teen find her baby's father today? KJ?
What the fuck was
Their
that?
mothers desperately need our help. Wild teens confronted. Everybody, welcome Karen to the show. Here's Karen. Now, Karen has a 14-year-old daughter named Amber. But Amber is headed down a dangerous road of sex and violence. You see,
Shit.
her 14-year-old is sexually active,
Avril
already
Lavigne,
is known for
yeah.
having a bad reputation around town. But Amber's not ashamed of that. You see, Amber admits having sex with guys, and recently Amber says she's turned her attention to girls. What?
Hey, no kidding.
My
That's
daughter
fucked
Amber
up. That's
is
fucked
14
up.
years old. She's already drinking, doing drugs, and having sex. She won't talk to me
Yeah,
about
guys,
it.
I'm pretty sick right now, so don't
I
mind
feel
me.
like I'm at my wit's end. I can't tell you how many times I go to work crying and my coworkers are like, they just are praying for me. What I think about when I'm crying with Amber is that I lost her, and I don't know how to get her
It's
back.
called a belt.
My daughter Amber means the world to me. I miss the little girl that she was. I really need help before it's too late.
Look at that face. Now, you've called the cops 10 times on her.
That's nothing. My parents used to call them like more than 30 times one time.
I've called the cops on her many times. Running away. One time I found weed in her backpack and she told me, "Don't worry, Mom."
Hey,
She
you
said, "I'm not
probably got it
smoking
from
it, I'm
me.
selling it."
Is that what she said?
Don't worry, Mom, I'm not smoking it, I'm selling it. She would have bought it from me.
She wants to be with boys or girls, does she?
No. She did like guys. And now she's in love with a girl named
Damn.
And by the way, Amber's 14.
14.
This other girl is 18.
She just turned 18.
What the fuck?
That's my baby.
Damn, now she's a whore.
You know, when she was 12, you saw a video of her, right?
I did.
What was she doing?
There was a videotape of her and a bunch of other people smoking weed.
I want to find out what they're doing.
Why was I invited?
Amber, 14. Here's Amber.
No, I'm kidding. Damn, man, what a whore.
You love your mother. Wow. Well, that's the first nice demonstration of anything. Tiana, mother a hug. No. No? Love your mother.
Yeah.
So why much trouble? Why
I don't
you-
mean to.
Huh?
I don't mean to get much trouble.
You don't mean to.
It just happens.
Well, but the things you do,
Yeah.
I mean, they automatically, they provoke this kind of reaction with your mother.
But I can't change the things I do.
Well, yeah, you can.
Yes, you can, bitch.
I can, but not all at once.
Not all at once? So you would like to change some things?
Some things, yeah.
Well,
Okay, okay. Start off with like not fucking niggas. Start off with not fucking.
Not to make my mom cry.
At 14, we would hope that girls haven't had sex. You not only have had sex, you're now experimenting with all kinds of sex, right?
Yeah.
You think about your actions before you do them?
Yeah. Sometimes I think it afterward, but sometimes I know that I made a mistake.
Wow. We'll be back. These teens are going to find out what their future holds if they don't decide to change. She's a teenage girl who almost lost it all.
I don't want to see you go through what I went through, okay? You hear me?
Will the teens stop having unprotected sex when they see this? A single mother at just 17 years old.
I don't want to be no single mom.
And a 16-year-old boy who never told his family that he might be the father.
I didn't know how to handle the situation.
Will this teen find her baby's father today? KJ?
She sound like a
Their
cow.
mothers desperately need our help. Wild teens confronted.
No.
So,
They don't need Maury's
the time
help.
has come
This
for us to
is just
try
entertainment.
to turn around these kids who are clearly hell-bent on destroying their future. Now, I have a guest. I'm going to bring a guest out here. Her name is Jamie. And Jamie is here to share with us her shockingly painful story. You see, she's a teenage girl who almost lost it all, including her life. Why? At just 12 years old, Jamie ran away from home and began living an out-of-control life that included sex, drugs, and much older men.
I left home when I was 12 years old and moved in with my 29-year-old boyfriend. We would have sex, drink liquor, and get high. Everything was great.
What's wrong with that?
He said.
But things took a frightening turn when Jamie said no to the man who supposedly loved her.
The first time that I told my boyfriend that I didn't want to have sex, he raped me. I was only 13 years old. After that, he walked on the front door and boarded up the front window. And then he started beating me on a regular basis.
Shit. Being a bitch sucks.
From the hospital like I was just trash.
Trapped in the world she had created, Jamie became addicted to drugs and often moved from place to place.
When I was 15 years old, I was doing drugs before I always got high with. He told me that I was tired just to go lay down in his room on his bed. I woke up finding his friend on me being raped again.
At 17 years old, Jamie was desperate to get off the streets, so she decided to return home. But what would happen next would change her life forever.
I was crying walking home, and this man pulled us aside and asked me if I needed a ride. When I told him which way to go, he didn't go that way, and then I knew I was in trouble. He pulled me to the lot. He fired up the window and told me, bitch, if you don't do what I tell you to do, you're gonna die. I believed him, and then he raped me.
What a hoe.
I never thought anything.
Well, not her, but like
the
nigga with the gun. What a
I have
pussy.
to live with those memories of those years for the rest of my life.
Everybody, please welcome Jamie. Here's Jamie. So, hearing that story, hearing your story again, you get upset just retelling it.
I do, because it's something I'm living for the rest of my life.
There is a particular girl here you already have a connection with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which one?
Tiana, my niece.
Tiana is your niece. Tiana's your niece. What do you want to tell her right now?
Tiana, you need to change. I don't want to see you go through what I went through, okay? I don't want you to be a victim. Do you hear me?
Damn.
Tiana, it's not too late, all right? Do you hear me?
Shit. Yeah, bitch, go do your homework.
Person backstage that is going to try to talk some sense into these wild teen girls. Our special ops expert, Dave Vitale. Here's Dave.
Damn. What the fuck? This nigga? Did he swallow a building or something? Like, what the fuck?
You don't look so tough no more. You got nothing to say. You do not look as tough as you did when you were running your lip backstage. And out here to this audience. Now your reality check is coming today. And you play with me, I'm gonna play back. Remember that.
Shit, steroids?
Look at me. Now you said people hide behind their badges, right? Is that what you've been out here running your lip about? Here's my badge, sweetheart. I'm not hiding behind mine. What do you got to say to me?
Shit.
You want to come out here and disrespect your mother? You want to disrespect? Don't you dare put a smirk on your face. I don't want to see a smirk on your face again for the rest of the day. You understand me? Now you think you're going to come out here and be all nice and be all cute and this and that and hug your mother because you think that you're going to be all sweet and nice now? You should have thought of that before you ended up with your butt here on this stage.
So, what are you going to do with these people, Dave?
I want all you girls to get up. I want every one of you to stand up.
Stand up,
stand
please.
up.
Amber, Tiana.
Stand up. Stand up.
Stand up in this bitch.
Turn and look at your mother.
Tell your mother.
But it's going to be a while before you see him again, so I'm taking you to Maryland County Correctional Facility.
Okay. So we're going out here. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's go, girls. Thank you very much.
Let's go.
We'll be back right after this. Thank you. These teens are going to find out what their future holds if they don't decide to change.
You guys think that this can't happen to you?
Can these young girls handle just one day in jail? Will the teens stop having unprotected sex when they see this? A single mother at just 17 years old.
I don't want to be no single mom.
And a 16-year-old boy who never told his family that he might be the father.
I didn't know how to handle the situation.
Will this teen find her baby's father today?
Damn. They need to start fucking younger and younger, goddamn. Shit, the kids are fucking shit. I was in middle school. I was in middle school fucking like spell ICUP. ICUP.
Why are you so scared?
Because I'm going to take a paternity test for my son to prove to a boy named KJ that he's the father.
Okay. This is her baby, by the way, her baby son, Montrell. At 17, she put her dreams of
That baby
graduating high
ugly.
school and becoming a registered nurse on hold because of this guy, 16-year-old KJ.
Nigga.
Shanice said,
Did you get your math
"He didn't
homework
plan
done?
on having a
Damn.
baby with me." But now that he's here, KJ needs to step up and be a dad, you see. Shanice believes the reason that KJ isn't owning up to his responsibilities is because of his family, and particularly his grandmother, Audrey. Take a look at the story.
It's hard being a 17-year-old single mother, and it's even harder.
Don't be fucking so young.
The baby father.
I have no
Me
sympathy.
and the baby hidden from his family for a whole year.
Shit.
Now denying the baby and making it sound it's my fault, it's KJ's fault that he cut the baby a secret. His grandmama said he can't help me with the baby because he has to go to school. Well, I want him to go to school and become a nurse. I'm going to do all that and be a good mother, and he should be able to do the same too. KJ should be a man and not a boy. He should stop listening to his grandmother and do what's right for our baby.
This test is big.
I don't want to be no single mama for everyone that's out here. That's young. Please don't have a baby, y'all, because you have to put in so much.
What the fuck? Don't have a baby. But how are you not be born? Or how will you be born? Oh, you mean like kids don't have babies?
Because he didn't want his family to find out.
What did his family say?
Well, I got a call from his grandmother, and she called me, and she said my baby doesn't look like him.
His grandmother is here. You know that?
Yes.
Audrey? Hi, Audrey. How are you?
Hi, Maury. How are you?
Nice to see you. You think that child's your grandbaby?
Maury, I really can't say one way or the other. I'm happy that we found out about this. My grandson has been...
Yeah, guys, I'm sick, by the way, so...
I gave him. My grandson's not a deadbeat.
Yeah.
We're not a deadbeat family. I told you over the phone. When I spoke with you over the phone, I told you, I said, let's be sure with the DNA test.
So
And
what
if
you're
this son
basically-
turns out to be my great-grandson, I would assist you so you can go to school and make something out of yourself.
So let's find out what your grandson has.
I'd like to know today. Thank you.
Take a look.
It's a possibility that I'm the father of this child, and it's a possibility that I'm not. I was on the 14 when she first told me she was pregnant, and my first thought was, I'm not ready for a child right now. I know I was wrong for hiding Shanice and the baby from my family, but I was young, and I didn't know how to deal with the situation at the time. My grandma had nothing to do with this situation. If it's my child, I'm gonna take care of my responsibility. Shanice, if this is not my child, you have no reason to contact me whatsoever.
Everybody welcome KJ to the show. Here's KJ. Just put it in your pocket. Hi, KJ. How are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. Come on over here. All right. So this is what I get out of this, KJ, without even talking to you. This was a terrible mistake, right?
Yeah, that's right.
If you're the father, you're prepared to take care of that baby.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna handle my responsibility.
Okay, Audrey, we're going to find out right now. In the case of 11-month-old Montrell.
You are the father.
You are not.
Ooh. You are not the father. Damn. Damn. Damn, she's had more dick.
We'll be glad to help you find the
Oh, damn. No, it's not funny. I'm laughing at her crying. Oh my goodness. I feel so bad. It's not funny. Shit.
These teens are going to find out what their future holds if they don't decide to change.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, this will be move.
Their mothers desperately need our help. Wild teens confronted. These 3 teens were brought to our show by their mothers because they were getting into fights.
I've been in over 60 fights, and if any bitch step up,
Bitch.
I'ma beat their ass.
Doing drugs.
Ew.
One time I found weed in her backpack. She said, I'm not smoking it, I'm selling it.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
I had sex in some crazy places. School, park, I don't care.
To show these young teens exactly what will happen if they continue this out-of-control behavior, Special Ops expert Dave Vitale brought these girls straight to jail.
You are now inmates of the Mammoth County Correctional Facility, and you will be addressed as such. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Once inside, the teens were marched single file through the booking rooms, up the stairwells, and through maximum security corridors.
Your freedoms are now gone.
They were led directly to where female inmates are locked up under supervision 23 hours a day. These inmates were going to try to scare these teens straight to make them realize that this is the last place they would ever want to end up.
You guys think that this can't happen here?
You're gonna be somebody else's chick up in here.
Why don't you tell them about the condom game that you had with your girlfriend to see how many condoms you could use in a week?
Wow. You don't want to be in here. Wipe that smirk off your face.
You're the one who hit your mother. Am I right? She feeds you, she clothed you, she bathed you. And you got the
She gave birth to you when she didn't need
your
to.
hands on your mother. Do you love your mother? Do you want her here with you now? She cannot come in here. Not allowed to come in here. What you are doing and the way that you're going in this road of the life that you're choosing is going to end up two places, in here or in a box. That's where you're going to end up.
Even though the inmates were with the teens for only a short time, these young girls were incredibly effective.
It's okay.
Sure.
It's all right.
I look like a start of a porno.
What do you want to tell your mother?
I'm sorry for everything I did to her, and I need to
Bitch, you were too weak.
start giving her attitude.
That's what you get.
I need to learn how to respect myself and stop doing the things
Yeah. Yeah, bitch.
We're doing this for you.
The teens' trip to jail is not over. Wait until they see what it feels like to be locked alone in a cell.
I'm scared. I want my mom.
I want my mom. That's not
Their
funny.
mothers desperately need our help. Wild teens confronted. After an unforgettable meeting with the female inmates, Dave Vitale was going to reinforce how important it is for these teens to change by having them spend time locked up in a cold, cramped jail cell.
I'm scared. I want my mom. I just want to grow up and finish school and get a good job. I promise I won't do anything bad no more. I just want my mom.
I don't believe it. Throw her in the pit. Send it to the flames.
It's not a mistake.
Oh shit.
Everything's going to change today. There's no reason to think that you cannot turn your life around, ever. You can be whatever you want to be. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter if you
You
have
can
money,
do
don't
what
have
you
money.
wanna do.
Absolutely nothing.
Mom, I want to change.
Do you mean it?
You better mean it, or no chicken nuggets.
It's going to be okay. Okay?
It looks like the message was reaching all of the teens.
I don't want to end up here.
And we were all happy to see a complete attitude change in the way these young girls were dealing with their mothers.
I'm sorry for treating you like and I promise you I'm going to change. I want you to.
I think she woke up.
I'm glad.
She had a reality check pretty quick.
I'm sorry, I'll change.
I'm gonna try to change everything. Stop doing what I'm doing and hopefully build a better relationship. I love you too, people.
I can't make it without you. I really can't. Okay? Love you.
We sincerely wish these teens and their families the best of luck. Until next time, America.
Well, that was some shit. Well, I'm going to stop it right there. Thanks for watching.